Okay, so we're live. Give me a moment here to actually grab a couple of things that will, of course, make this easier. All right. I got that. I need to. Oh, there it is. All right. Now I've got the adapter, so this will make this process easier. I forget about. That's why I got this. Maybe this one's not charged, so let's try the other one. Okay, well, this one looks like it's working. I'm going to probably charge the other one then. That's fine though. At least I now know which one's working and one isn't. Alright. So if anyone's chatting though, just bear in mind I am just getting over to pull up my stream. So we can open this up here. And that way if anyone's talking, I can see what you might be saying at this point. And don't forget to like the video here. Alright, so. Alright. There we go. Okay, so we're going to hop into our bundle here of Wilds of Eldraine set. Now, what set this was? Okay. So, if I recall right, though, some of the older bundles, or as they were known prior, fat packs, came with draft. I did open up earlier. I didn't record it though because, it was just a box of Commander Lead or Baldur's Gate. It was wasn't a great bundle box though. But on the other hand, I did only pay like $30 for it though. So I'm not going to argue on that point because $30 is generally cheap end. But it was they had a sale, a clearance sale. Gaming nerds, if anyone's interested. So we are going to go ahead and I almost forgot the dice. But not. That's alright. Yeah. Well, I suppose you could read it that way, and then it'd be a 6. Where is the 6? Or the opposite? Okay, so that's clear. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so one thing about it. 16's easy. No questions. No obvious questions on that. It's a 16. Oh yeah, so I got a bunch of, I need to get back to doing some of the videos with the older stuff, opening that up. And so we'll get into the wild box here in a moment. I just want to grab these cards here out of this little, however they shipped it. Okay. Because one of the things that I've taken a liking to is turning some of the new stuff though that either basically into older stuff, especially for my sets, which I do need to work on showing those. Well, if it'll actually come out, I'll be able to get the cards. It's not sealed or anything, it's just I stacked them in there real tight. I don't want to cut the sleeve. So they could have easily have done that a little differently. But I understand wanting to be conservative. Thrall Champion, Old School, Sheltered Valley, Phyrexian Portal, Misfortune, and Ivory Gargoyle. All from, except for the Thrall Champion from Fallen Empires. The other ones are from Alliances. But the whole ideal is basically like my old school cards though. I like the new cards with the full arts. I mean, of course, you know, then you get things like the Sacred Foundry from the Infinity boxes though. And then you get, you know, things out of there. So it also is a way that allows me to both continue to acquire certain things and also convert some of the stuff into other options. Okay, well, let's go ahead and I think that's just, yeah, okay, so that's just the land pack itself. Nothing unique or special about that. This is going to be probably our foil land pack and basically a promo or oh, okay. Lich's Knights Conquest. Or Lich Knights Conquest, I should say. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get a bunch of lands from. See, I like when they do new artwork for basically the lands for the new sets, even if it's just the common new lands, but I mean, or basically making those foil lands does make it more interesting. All right, so go ahead and so do this here. I probably am going to look to get another box of Wilds of Eldraine, possibly before the before the Ixalan sets arrive, which it won't be until November. We got an island in foil, so we'll add that to our stack. And I need a place to toss that though. To everyone who basically saw or has taken advantage of the arena card codes, welcome. Yep, Wilds of Eldraine bundle. Yep, That's exactly what WoE is. Wilds of Eldraine. So Caves of Ixalan will be COI, perhaps? I mean, also, I could be unassuming that that's how they'll do it. Eerie Interference, Glass Casket. The princess takes flight. I can't read and talk at the same time. Dutiful Griffin. Oops. And we got a Fawn's Bane Troll. Then we're going to go ahead and do that. Intangible Virtue, Kobold, and Noble Thief. And then our that card is not even basically not even a usable thing. I mean, I guess if okay, so if you needed something to write on the name on the back from giveaways or something, though, sure, that could be a great choice, because then at that point you're not even ruining the card, you're just using basically a piece of there's the rat catcher trainee, Armory Mice, Johanna, apprentice sorcerer, Splashy spellcaster, Gadwig's first duel, Welcome to Sweet Tooth, the Restless Spire. Got nuts, actually. Ooh. Polluted Bonds. And the Consecrated Witch. Oh, well, that's Interplanetary Beacon. Huh. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker spell, you gain 1 life. Or tap, and then you can tap for a colorless mana. Tap 1 and the beacon. Add 2 mana of different colors. Spend this mana, only cast a Planeswalker. Ah, that would explain. Yeah, War of Spark. Wasn't War of Spark heavily Planeswalker based then? Probably was, though. That certainly would make sense, though, and that would be definitely a card to use if you were running a Planeswalker deck. I mean, now on the other hand, if you were doing draft with this, though, then I'd run that card anyway, because even if you only ended up with a Planeswalker, though, it still has a viable use, though, where you could not only tap it for mana colorless, though, but you could actually tap it for color mana if you really needed to. I think that's Ashiok. Nope. Talon, the Kindly Lord. Yeah, regular land. Obara's Attendants, Skybeast Tracker, Stormkelp Prowler, Scarecrow Guide. See, I like when the list cards are useful. They don't necessarily have to be valuable, but playable and useful. That is where I think the list cards, for the ones that aren't, the big hits. I mean, sure, getting a Meat Hook Massacre or Ren and Six, or some of the other really quite usable or quite valuable cards off the list hits is great. But even ones that are like that, where they can certainly be a usable card though, even if they're not like a high value card. Of course, I'm not going to turn down a high value card though. Rough triplets. Ooh, got a rare. Ooh. Leyline of the Void. Nice purpley color to go with the other one. Ferocious Werewolf, or Werefox actually, and a rat token. And next pack here. I was deciding on whether to do this now or later though, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go live right now. Tuna Vial Guide, because I know a lot of the other later live streaming will occur here, usually at 8 or 9. So I figured that I grab it and get in and go live here. Ooh, Discerning Financier. Noble. Yeah, we got an Edgewall Inn. Edgewall Inn enters the battlefield tapped. Oh, that's okay. So Edgewall enters the battlefield tapped. The interplanar beacon doesn't enter the field tapped though. It doesn't state that. So you drop it, it comes into play. Now, obviously it's colorless mana, but you can use it right away. As Edgewall enters the battlefield, choose a color. Tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. Tap 3 and sacrifice the Edgewall Inn. Return target card that has an adventure from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Well, that could be useful, especially if you have either a couple of those adventures in your graveyard that could either be repeatable though, or useful to bring back whenever an Aurora enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Tangle, Span, Lookout. Yep. Malevolent Witch Kite, rare Dragon Warlock. Hydaros Crown of Winter. Yeah, Garrox Uprising. Vampiric Rites. 1 black, and then 1 in black, sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. And it's a foil 1 version too. And then we got a mini game. Hot new reprints, all your favorites and favorite Deckmaster cards. Secret Lair. Very short mini game on the back there. Alright. No mythics yet out of this bundle, but certainly some playable cards though. We've got ourselves a little swamp to go with our mountain there. The beanstalk one. Yeah, okay, so yeah. These are definitely venture cards though that you could use with the in Balloon's Gatekeeper, a Bellowing Bruiser, Thread Bind Cliche, Picklock's Prankster, wow. a lot of basically adventure cards. Chancellor of Tales, Fairy Advisor, Ego Drain. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. If you don't control a fairy, exile a card from your hand. Okay, so well, there is a cost to the Ego Drain. You can choose a card from your opponent's hand to basically, and you get to see their card. Because they have to reveal their hand, so you get to choose and dispose of a non-land card from their hand. However, if you don't have a fairy card in play, you have to exile a card from your hand. So, definitely a trade-off there. Ooh, we got a rare. Ooh, Restless Vinestalker. I haven't seen that card, though. Not doubly seasoned, but it's still a neat card. It's neat looking. We're going to go ahead and then we're going to add a Cruel Somphage and Nightmare. Interesting. Has no. So what's the Cruel Somphage power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Can't wake up. Target player mills 4 cards, then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile. Okay, so we got a green mythic. Defense of the Heart. I was thinking that it might be doubling season because it's green, but still a mythic though, and a little less. I'll take it. Not that you really have a choice. There's a tough cookie here, and a beast token. All right. Let's see what else we find. Got a couple of packs left here. Okay, so we got a gold stamped art card. You can actually feel the stamping. It's raised just a little bit from the card though. Sleep Cursed Fairy. Got another swamp, this time a foil one. Merry Bards. Shatter the Oath. Irrit's Whisper. Back for Seconds. Night of the Sweets of Revenge. Another tough cookie. Okay, so we got a mythic here. Tag Wheel, Duke of Splendor. Okay. And now we're gonna have to figure out where we're gonna put that. And we're gonna move those over there. We're gonna bring this down right over here. Oh, we got Tangled Colony. Rats. Tangled Colony cannot block. When Tangled Colony dies, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature cannot block, where X is the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. So you basically make the rats the target of whatever your opponent has as the biggest possible hit though, and then end up with a bunch of 1/1 rats to go and hammer your opponent with. Got another rare here. Waste Not. And I'm going to add Utopia Sprawl. Odd Flitterfang. And then we got ourselves a Royal and Young Hero token. Alright. So whenever an opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Whenever an opponent discards a land, add 2 black mana. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. Let's see. Can I find it real quick? Because I know where that card would really fit in. But I don't know if I've got it, or where I've got it stashed. But the card that comes to mind, though, is basically the Zombie Master from the old revised deck, or cards, though. Because at that point, though, the Zombie Master, I forget, adds something, I believe, like 1/1 to each zombie. But I'd have to, I don't remember exactly where I had the, because I had the zombie token out there. But not sure where it went to. I know it's around here somewhere. But then again, I'm not going to spend for ages looking for it, but I know I've got it though. And definitely comes to mind that that would be a good combo to use though, although I'm sure there are other good combos then to make use of that, where you basically would be able to enhance your army of zombies. What you would need, what you really could use, is something that would double that effect, like a, maybe a card that copies enchantments. All right, Aquatic Alchemist, Besotted Knights, a Ferocious Werefox, a Graceful Takedown, Shrouded Shepherd, Woodland Acolyte, Royal Treatment, Pollen Shield Hair, and got a Grasp of Fate. And that's a common. Barrow Naughty, and a Fairy, a food token. Alright, final pack of the bundle. So 2 mythics out of the pack so far. Might look at trying to do another bundle. Yep, last pack though. Hopefully we get something to cap it off though. I do have should have a, basically I've got a package coming from Twiddler's place that should be arriving tomorrow. So I might hop on and share that though, and then I know I've got a package coming, I think Monday or Tuesday of next week though, from Moonshot though, from the Rip and Ship with Lance over there. Scarecrow Guide. Belligerent of the Ball. Ogre Warrior. A Howling Gale Thing. Stormcalled Vanguard. Galvanic Giant. Got a rare Rankle's Prank. Choose one or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Okay, so I guess that would be why you might only choose one as opposed to, but you could choose more. It's all going to depend on basically where the game is at when you can play this though, because obviously if you only have 4, well, okay, I guess if you have 4 life left and your opponents have 4 or less, you could decide to just make it a draw though, and basically choose that each player loses 4 life at that point, because you'd all be out though, unless you had something that would, of course, that might bump you back up to keep you positive or something because of playing a sorcery. Each player discards 2 cards, sacrifices 2 creatures. See, the sacrificing 2 creatures, that one could be quite useful. Yeah, it says you could do all 3 of them too. So each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life, and each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Now we got a red one here. Goblin Bombardment. That looks like an anime version. And we've got Imbrith Veteran and a minigame token with 2 sides for the minigame. The louder they scream, the harder he laughs. That's the quote there at the bottom, though. And then I'm going to assume that that's referring to Rankle, Master of Pranks, though, as opposed to his prank. So, yeah, that was a bundle of the Wilds of Eldraine. Of course, one could follow poor Twiddler, and he kept, for a while, he kept referring it to the Winds of Eldraine. Eventually, he stopped calling it Winds of Eldraine, but still. maybe that'll be the next time when we go back to return again to Eldraine. Maybe they'll make. Maybe the next set will be the winds of Eldraine. I know that we're doing the. Obviously, the Caves of Ixalan is coming up here next. So, got a little time before that hits. Well, of course, once that comes about, then, of course, Doctor Who came out, though. I have no, not really, not something that I will say that I would pick up, though, because in reality, with the way they're doing it, it's basically only decks, pre-con decks, though, and then apparently there's some collector packs that are available as well, though. But outside of that, not something that I would necessarily will be spending any direct money on, though. Nothing against Doctor Who. Just like I didn't go. I mean, I've done a couple of battles, though, and gotten some packs of Lord of the Rings, though. Gotten a couple of things out of it, though. Besides the one ring that I got off of the bundle. But yeah, that was a pack of bundle of Wilds of Eldraine. Richie, have a great evening. And I'm actually going to be wrapping this up here in just a moment anyway, though, because I've got to check on a couple of things and get some things set up and straightened up, though. So anyone who stops in while I'm basically closing tonight's video out, appreciate you guys coming by. I will be putting this up later, like I do all of my live videos, where they do get placed in active status, though. This will drop at some point later, and so I've got some other videos that are dropping, though. Mainly, there's basically a number of videos that are actually set to drop or have dropped here that are related to a Unfinity box that I opened, though, and those will continue to drop, though. After that Unfinity box, there will be what I'm doing. Oh, that'll be the Wilds of Eldraine set box that'll come after that, though. And then, which I still gotta load up, though. I still got some other stuff that's basically in the archives that I should probably get loaded on at some point as well. Of course, we'll load up and look at mail day video or stuff. Some of the videos you guys will probably, of course, will come up, though, here as well, though, at points. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just looking back here. I do need to go ahead and get some other videos loaded, though, or basically updated. Yeah, so that's live replay. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up at this point, though. Or here in a few moments, though. I'm just making some editing notes here, though. Going to basically update a couple of things. And then we'll call this a wrap. And we'll see about getting to do more stuff like this, though, and more live videos. I like doing the occasional live videos, though. Chance to basically interact, though, with everyone, though. Share my thoughts on a few things here and there. And, you know, I do this mainly because it's fun, though. I've never really made a push to, like, turn this into anything basically any sort of, you know, I just lost my train of thought, but oh, I know what I was gonna say. So just chilling. Now at this point, though, with the bundle done, all I'm doing here is basically sleeving some cards up, or sleeving the cards up, though, so that way I can get them done. I also gotta check and see. Hold on, guys. I gotta check and see on something here. So, you're gonna come with me, though, for a moment while I check on video. It may have paused. It may not have. Bringing it back. Ooh. We're tilting there. Okay. So I brought it back. So just so you guys knew, yeah, that's basically that I needed to look at my phone and was taking you guys with me in a way so that I could see what was the status was and plan accordingly then. So the cards that you're seeing here, or that you might be seeing, is the image quality. There we go. Looks like it settled down. I was wondering what the image quality was doing there. So, okay. Yep. I got go find after I get done here. I need to go plan for something, I think. I gotta go find my find a Allen wrench. I don't know. Yeah, one of those basically I'm gonna find wrench, Allen wrench, I think it is, basically, or hex wrench. My iFixit kit, while it's got some, doesn't have ones that doesn't have the correct size to fix my chair. The arm is coming loose a little bit, though, because the bolt has worked its way loose. So I need to go find that so that I can get that positioned there and fixed. I also need to work on getting some more stuff basically listed on and shipped on eBay, because as I noted in a few videos and a few references though, while I certainly keep anything that anyone does send to me though, specifically, those cards and or stuff gets held though. With some of the stuff though that I've got here, I will probably look at putting some of it up though, like I've done on eBay. I will let everyone who sees this video know that actually, so some of the stuff that is coming in my shipments that I've got, that I referenced just a little bit ago, from Twiddler's Place and from Rip and Ship by Moonshot Games with Lance. Some of that stuff though will be finding its way up onto my eBay listing, because that is part way that I turn some of the basically cards though into funds to now go ahead and get more funds or cards. So like one of the things that I ran across though, and I haven't even, although I don't know whether I gotta check the other stacks of cards on. I need to sort the cards, so probably one of these points I'm going to be doing a video where it may just be, besides me, doing what I'm doing right now, sorting, well, not necessarily sorting cards, but sleeving cards, but yes, sorting as well though, because I do need to get a bunch of cards put away though. I need to also check for some cards as well, but where did I put? So I was checking what was I? So I was checking out basically some of the stuff that I had at basically at the office there for building decks, because that's when I basically do some of that sometimes, of sorting and stuff when they're slow and there's not calls coming in or such though. So ran across things like found a couple of these basically alternate or anime arts from Jumpstart 2022, like Preordained, Whirler Rogue, the Spectral Sailor, Rigger Running Runner, and then another Spectral Sailor. So, and then of course some more of these alternate art or anime cards from Jumpstart though, that I ran across there, and because I went and checked and found that apparently some of those, like the Preordained, are actually quite they're certainly more valuable though, because they're in different artwork and style than the other preordained cards are, though. And notice that, though, when one of the cards that was pulled came out of a Jumpstart 2022 pack, though. I don't know if I've got, I might already have one somewhere, though. I'd have to go looking again. But apparently one of the cards and the pack that it came out of, it came from was that I got was basically a Jumpstart, one of the themed ones, though, that had a Ristic Study in it, though, which was anime version is like the top card now. So definitely a good card or good hit there. And then I'll show you guys when it comes in the mail from Twiddler's place, but I know that that I got a couple of good things coming, though. Some of the stuff, I got a foil Grim Tutor in 2019 or 2021 pack. I forget what, I think it was 2021. Anyway, it's really neat there. It's the borderless variant, though. Then I know that I've got a Shieldred promo card coming from Twiddler's place, though, that was out of a promo pack that I just happened to win out of a duck race, though. And I think that just cost, that might have been the 99-cent thing. So, alright, well, looks like we are just about done with sleeving these. I'm waiting on, I gotta check some other things, though. Bundles are fun. Yep. Now, there are certain bundles that are definitely more fun than others. So I wonder if Caves of Ixalan is going to be the one that we get the what am I thinking? Caves of Ixalan is the one that we get the now I'm drawing a blank. So I was thinking of it. The Christmas bundle. Wonder if that's going to be the one that brings us the Christmas bundle, since it's the late set that is coming here. That is a question that we will have to wait and see what we find for an answer. I do know that just checking on a few things here. Okay, so apparently, yeah, alright. Alright, that is going to be it, I think, for right now. Guys, keep an eye out, check my link to basically my eBay channel. It's listed below. There will certainly be cards that I will put in there. There's a lot of cards already up. you find a card that you want, take a basically look at it though, and I will be of course putting more cards up here because I can put up like 250 cards though each month without incurring a fee for listing them. After 250 is when I get charged. So 250 a month though is quite effective to work with. I think gives me the opportunity to put up a variety of cards though, and then that way if someone is interested or looking for a specific card though, they might find what they're looking for and not have to go looking further. I gotta see, actually I gotta find wherever some of the other cards went to. Alright, well, at this point I'm really more just rambling than anything, so I think we're going to go ahead and finish up here though. I may put up, you might see, so I may decide to put up something like basically like you might end up seeing, I may decide to go and put the mana drain up though, or force of negation might at some point be put up there, or see force of negation, or you might see something like heuristic study, or basically an underground stadium, or a flump, or a ancient copper dragon, so or cyclonic rift maybe. Might see a Ren and 7. What you probably won't see though is basically anything that is some stuff though that I will be holding on to at this point though, for various reasons though. Like you may not see me putting up something like this vampiric tutor. I've only gotten one of the borderless ones, whereas I've put up a couple of vampiric tutors though. So I am going to wrap this up, guys. Have a great evening. We'll see you at another time.